here we go. We are back in action. Hey, everybody. Belle's going to go ahead and cross off yesterday's date on our calendar. She made a new nature pointer. Here, go ahead and put your cap back on. You have to do it. Hold it, please. Thank you. And she would like to use this to help do our Sunday, Monday, Tuesday song. So here we go, Bella. Go ahead.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I mean.
You want to start again? Go ahead.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then comes Saturday, then the week is over.
Beautiful. So yesterday was Wednesday. Today we see TH and it tells us stick out our tongue for Thursday. And the name of our month, Bella, is still May. And how about the tricky date, the number part? Yesterday was the 27th. You do see an 8. So we have to say 28th. Beautiful. After today, count and see how many days left in the month of May. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And then 3 days, it is your pre-K graduation. You're having a drive-by pre-K graduation.
I hope Julian's gonna be there.
Yes, Bella's missing her friends, just like room 9 friends, I bet, are missing each other as well. How about our total number of days in the month of May? Do you remember what that is? Oh, Bella, excuse me. All right. Bella, it's a learning time right now. So total number of days in the month of May is 31. So then after the last day of May, Bella, what's our new month called?
Waka Waka.
It's not called Waka Waka. Bella, I need you to put your... Thank you. All right, come sit back next to your mama. And, yep, sit next to me.
Oh, but she has some...
So last week I mentioned that there are some differences between a butterfly and a moth. And, all right, Bella, can you just settle in? Sorry, we're having a little funky morning here, I guess. All right, Bella, I need to do the teaching job. Bella, stop and listen, please. Thank you. So now we have a short little video to teach us more about what are the differences between a butterfly and moth, and what are some things that might be the same as well.
I want to unpause it.
Squeaks and I love to look for little critters when we're outside. We especially love looking for insects. Do you have a favorite insect? Squeaks' favorite insect is the butterfly. And sometimes when we're out looking for butterflies, we find another animal that looks a lot like a butterfly, but it's not. Can you think of another small insect with big wings? Let's think. That's right. A moth. Moths and butterflies look a lot alike, but there are ways to tell them apart. And if you put all the clues together, you'll be really good at telling which is a butterfly and which is a moth. So how can you tell them apart? First, look at the antennae. Antennae are the two things that stick out the top of the insect's head. Butterflies and moths use their antennae to sense things in their environment, like finding other insects or feeling around plants. But their antennae look different. A butterfly's antennae are long and smooth, with a tiny hook or bump at the end. But a moth's antennae have a bunch of little hair-like things sticking off of them, making them look kind of like feathers. Okay.
All right, so she talks really quick. So I've called them antenna, but I think when there's more than one, we don't say antennas. We say antennae, which is some important science vocabulary right there. She is really fast. So again, she's saying, take a look at the butterfly's antennae. Again, we've used the word antennas before, so I guess I've been teaching that wrong. My bad. Compared to the moths, where they almost look more feathery-like.
Yeah, feathers.
All right, let's keep learning some
Butterfly.
more. All right, let's learn some more differences between a butterfly and a moth.
So the antennae are the first thing to look for. What else can help us tell these two apart? Well, it's helpful to think about what time of day you're seeing them. Moths and butterflies are active at different times of the day. Moths...
Oh, let's think. There's a picture clue showing us When are moths active? That's when would we see them moving or flying around? Do you see the picture clue? Bella, when? Night. And how about butterflies? What's the clue?
Day.
Day. So if you see something fluttering around during the day, it's another clue that's most likely a butterfly. But if you see it at night, it's probably a moth.
Usually like to be out at night, while butterflies are awake in the day. So if you see a beautiful flying insect landing on a flower on a sunny afternoon, it's probably a butterfly. But if you see a small insect flapping around a porch light at night, it's probably a moth. And here's another clue. Butterflies and moths sometimes rest their wings in different positions. Moths will often rest with their wings spread out flat, but butterflies usually rest with their wings held up together. But it can be a little tricky to tell them apart this way. For example, butterflies sometimes open up their wings and lay them flat to soak up the warmth of the sun, so it could be mistaken for a moth. But it's still a good clue to look for. Now, so far, we've only talked about what moths and butterflies look like as adults. But you probably know that moths and butterflies don't always have wings. They both start out as caterpillars. And you know what's really cool? You can tell moths and butterflies apart by how they spend the time between when they're caterpillars and when they're adults. When a moth is changing from a caterpillar...
Well, maybe you remember this from what I told you before when we listened to Eric Carl. Here's the part between a caterpillar and a butterfly. Do you remember a moth? When it goes from the caterpillar into this pupa stage, it will turn into a cocoon. And do you remember what the butterfly turns into after the caterpillar stage? It's not a cocoon. It starts. That's right, Bella. All right, let's see if our thinking matches.
To an adult moth, it forms a cocoon. This is a special silk case that the moth spins around itself. Inside the cocoon, the caterpillar will turn into an adult flying moth. And just like a moth's antennae, cocoons can look a little fuzzy. Butterflies also change inside a special case, but theirs is called a chrysalis. Butterfly caterpillars don't spin their chrysalis out of silk like moths do. The chrysalis is actually a hard layer of skin, so it looks smooth. Inside this chrysalis, the butterfly caterpillar will become an adult butterfly. So even though the cocoon and the chrysalis do the same thing, they're made of different stuff and they look different. So now that we're experts on how to tell the difference between a butterfly and a moth, do you want to test our skills? Let's play moth or butterfly. Take a look at this picture. Can you tell whether it's a butterfly or a moth? Let's try.
All right, take your guess.
Butterfly.
Who rests with their wings closed? You say butterfly, Bella? All right.
Remember what makes them different. Do you remember the first thing to look for? Right, the antennae. These antennae look pretty smooth, not fuzzy at all. And look how the insect is holding its wings. They're up, not laying flat on its back. I think it's a butterfly. Do you agree? We're right, it's a butterfly called the blue morpho butterfly. Let's try another one. Wow, that's pretty. Take a look at these antennae. They look like tiny feathers.
Oh, so what does that make you think if they look like tiny feathers? Is that a butterfly or a moth? It looks like an owl to you.
No, I'm thinking.
You're thinking it's nighttime? So who comes out at nighttime, Bella? Butterfly or moth? Moth.
Those wings are laying flat against its back. I'm pretty sure that this is a moth. Yes, it's the Luna moth. Okay, now this one's tricky. We're definitely looking at the in-between stage of a butterfly.
Now, do you think this is a chrysalis or a cocoon?
Chrysalis.
So who makes a chrysalis?
A butterfly.
Butterfly.
Or moth. It's either a cocoon or a chrysalis. I remember that cocoons are spun out of silk by moths, so they should look kind of fuzzy and fluffy. But a chrysalis is a smooth, hard outer skin. This one looks like a chrysalis to me, so I think a butterfly is inside. Yes, it's actually the chrysalis of a monarch butterfly. Nice work, guys. I think we've gotten pretty good at telling the difference between a butterfly and a moth. Thanks to Wyatt for writing in and asking us this question. Do you have a favorite insect? Or
All right, kindergarten friends. We hope you enjoyed learning with Bella and me, your teacher, this morning.
Watch me.
And here we go, Butterfly Bella. Whee! Have a lovely day.
Bye.